Sorry. See how time-lapse of ping pong looks? Hello. Today we're doing a lot of stuff, but so I don't have that long to film. But we are going to see Black Panther later today, so I did want to kind of say some stuff about just cinemas, movie theaters in general. Sometimes we'll see a lot of stuff before a movie where they say, thank you for coming for the theater, or coming to the theater. It like supports the business a lot, and just like, it's really loud out here. Come with me. These chairs are kind of dirty, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. So they oftentimes say before movies how they thank you for coming to the theater. Why can I not speak? They thank you for coming to the theater because that's how the movie was meant to be seen, and it just like supports the industry and everything like that. But a lot of people probably don't really think about it, but I feel like the movie theater really does have such a great impact on movies that like you just don't get at home. I saw Dunkirk. I saw Dunkirk in the theater when it came out, opening night. It was so awesome, and I think the best part of seeing it in the theater was actually the sound. It was all around you, how it's loud, and with that movie in particular, I think it being loud was so important because it was supposed to make you uncomfortable, kind of put you more in that setting, in that place. I think the sound design of that movie was probably the best of the year, at least. It was so important to the whole feeling of the movie, the music as well as the sound, because it's not a very dialogue heavy movie. I watched it again at home here, and it was just less good, and I don't think it was just because I wasn't as excited to watch it because it was like my second time I'd seen it. I knew what was going to happen. I don't think that's what it was. I think it was that the sound was different. It was less immersive. It just did not keep you in that place that you really got to when you were actually seeing it in the theater. Sorry, it's just really loud. So I think it's thoroughly important to actually the experience of the movie. Seeing it in the theater is always so much better because of sound. You have the huge screen, the feeling of just being in the movie theater, and I love being in the theater because no one can stop the movie. A lot of times if you're watching a movie at home, someone maybe has to go to the bathroom or wants a snack or something and they'll pause the movie. Personally, when I'm at the theater, if I have to go to the bathroom, I stay there. I do not get up to go to the bathroom. I don't want to miss any of the movie. And when I'm at home, I don't want to pause the movie. It just ruins the flow, man. Like, it's like an intermission in a play. And I guess if you have like a really long play or a really long movie, like the Ten Commandments, for example, sometimes it's kind of necessary, but I really don't like breaking up momentum, which is also why I don't like watching shows on TV, because I'd prefer to like binge them on like Netflix or something because they're not breaking up the momentum from each episode. Next, I think it's really important to go see movies in the theater because that's how the business is supported. That's how people gauge success of a movie. Like, it was hugely successful because its box office numbers is the highest grossing horror movie of all time, which is awesome. I actually just bought that movie. You get feedback from a movie at a movie theater more than you do at home. If you're at home, you're maybe watching with a couple other people or just by yourself, so you don't have the feedback from other people for what they think. Whereas at a movie theater, you're watching from a bunch of other people. You might hear a bunch of people laugh, a bunch of people jump, a bunch of people kind of gasp. I don't like when people talk in a movie theater. It annoys me so much. When I went to see Lady Bird, I kept getting interrupted over and over. And I think that actually ruined the entire experience of the movie for me, so I need to see that movie again. And now there are all these streaming services, like Netflix released Mudbound only on Netflix. There was no theatrical release, and it was nominated for some Oscars, and I was actually just reading an article earlier in Variety about that and kind of how there's a bit of a bias against movies like Mudbound, just movies that are released on streaming platforms in general, like released there first, they get no theatrical release. But I don't really see a problem with releasing stuff just on like Netflix or whatever. Shows at least For sure. I think it would be cool if Netflix at least put their movies in theaters for like a week or something so that people could go and experience the movie in a theater, because I think it's just such a different thing to feel. I think it's awesome that Netflix and Hulu and all these things are being more prominent in ways, but also in other ways not. I think it's awesome. I could talk more about streaming services another time, but I just want to say there's so much more content coming out, which I love. I love that part so much, but I do wish that there was more of a theatrical release type situation that they actually use. Amazon Studios has put some stuff out in theaters, but I think that that's a little bit different because I don't think it's similar to Netflix, how it would just go on a streaming service, even if it is free with Amazon Prime. I don't know if that's how Amazon movies work. Okay, lastly, I wanted to say I think it's really important to supporting the industry. Me personally, I want to go into a profession where I'm actually going to be making movies, and I depend on people actually going to see them, going to buy the movies. Not that the money is so important to me, but to be able to do the things that I want to do, they need to be at least somewhat successful, you know? Which means people have to pay to go see them. And I have always thought that that's really important. I never liked the people do the pirating movies online, those websites where you can watch a movie that's like still in theaters or when it's just on DVD or whatever. Not only are they illegal and give your computer crazy viruses, so I will not use them, I feel that it's unfair for me to not pay when I expect others to pay. It's kind of like hypocritical, you know? So I'm not gonna, I won't pirate movies. I don't like doing that. If I really love a movie, even if it's on like, we're gonna move. If there's a movie on a streaming service, if I really love the movie a lot, I'm still gonna buy it on hard copy, because not only do I like just having the DVD because it just feels like something that's mine, and being able to like have the box I feel like is just something cool to be able to see like your collection of movies. To me that's a really awesome thing, even though it's a lot of money. So yeah, I just think if you care about film, if you want to see a movie, I really encourage you. I know that I can't tell you what to do, but I do encourage you to go see a movie in the theater, buy the movie hard copy. Don't pirate it, because just don't. It really does not help out people like me who want to be able to make movies. On YouTube, you guys are watching this for free, but on other things, you have to pay. Don't find your movies and watch them on YouTube like someone recorded them and posted it in like multiple parts. I know people do that. Don't do that. I'm not going to be the cops and tell you to not do something because it's illegal, but don't do it, because people put so much effort into these movies and they really care about them so much, and so they do want you to be able to experience them like in the theaters, because that's how it's intended to be seen, but also they do need the support from you paying to watch the movie so that they can make more things like that. So if you care about a movie, if you enjoyed a movie, pay. Don't pirate it. Thank you. That was my discussion about cinemas. Okay, bye.